This week, I was deeply honored to attend the Democrat National Convention in Chicago. Now, before I tell you about my experiences, I want to dispel one rumor right away. There are some who assume that I only went to the DNC to shamelessly promote my new film, Am I Racist?, which premieres September 13th. Tickets are on sale now at enlightening.com. These people think that the entire thing was one big stunt, that I went to the DNC knowing that the left would get angry and start complaining about it on social media, thereby unwittingly helping me to advertise my film. That the whole point was to generate headlines like this in the Daily Mail. Matt Walsh enrages Democrats by crashing DNC in white dudes for Kamala Harris disguise. An article that includes a lengthy description of the film along with a link to the trailer. That's how some people see this, as some kind of low-rent gimmick to raise awareness about my film, Am I Racist? Tickets on sale now at enlightening.com. Admittedly, if that was my plan, then we'd have to say that it worked tremendously well. We sold a lot of tickets because of it, and every leftist who complained about my presence at the convention was falling directly into the trap. If there was a trap, but there wasn't, because that was not my plan. I want to be very clear at the outset that I would never dream of doing anything like that. I have too much respect for our glorious democracy to make a mockery of a political convention by using it to promote a movie. Even a movie like Am I Racist?, which premieres September 13th, tickets on sale at enlightening.com. This whole thing had nothing at all to do with my film, Am I Racist?, premiering September 13th, tickets on sale at enlightening.com. So now that we've put that to rest, I'd like instead to explain why I really did attend the DNC and what I learned there. Because the honest truth is that I went to the event as part of my ongoing journey of self-discovery. And that's a journey that begins in the movie, but certainly doesn't end there. I wanted to learn how to be a better anti-racist, a better citizen, a better human being. And what better place to do that than a convention with a baby-killing bus right out front? Now, I realize, of course, that elephant in the room here, no pun intended, that I am not a popular figure in Democratic circles. I would go so far as to say that many of these people have a negative view of me. But I also knew that Democrats value tolerance above all. They embrace diversity. They have a welcoming and loving attitude towards everyone. And I took great solace in that. And I knew that I would be greeted with the same spirit, a spirit of joy and welcoming, especially because I was attending the event in my man bun and my White Dudes for Harris shirt, which was my way of signaling that I'm a member of the tribe. I'm a safe person to have in their safe space. But this wasn't just about bettering myself, I should say. I also wanted to alert the attendees to one of the greatest dangers lurking in the world today, Project 2025. Now, everybody's heard of Project 2025 at this point, but nobody really knows what it is. And the people at the DNC especially don't know what it is, which is why I brought some literature to educate them on the subject. And we'll have more on that in a few minutes. But first, I'll show you the wonderful conversation that I had with somebody shortly after I arrived at the convention on our first day. And this was a lovely woman with pink hair and a COVID mask. We dialogued about many important issues, including racial justice. I thought it was a great conversation. Here's a quick snippet of that.
So are you partisan?
Well, we're partisan for the truth is what we're partisan
right,
for.
nice.
You know,
I like that. Partisan for the truth. That's good.
Even though I'm wearing a Kamala Harris hat.
Right, I know. Right.
It's not partisan. But I'm advocating for her to, it's like a non-partisan way.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you don't vote for Kamala Harris and Trump gets in, these policies get implemented.
Yep, that's all. We got to stop Trump.
Kamala's going to get in. We know it's good. It's going to happen. But
fingers crossed.
Right, fingers crossed.
You know,
but if she doesn't, right? But if she doesn't, again, they're going to continue to try pushing.
Because racial justice is the particular focus of mine. Is that important to you in your personal life, to decolonize, decenter your whiteness? Hands down,
absolutely. And everything you do, you have to think about.
How do you do that on a daily basis? You get up in the morning, you're decentering.
First of all, who has access? Who's at the table? And who's in the room?
I'm going to go a little overboard.
Yeah, go. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
If I walk into a room and there are people of color in the room, I want to literally not be in the center of the room.
Yep.
So I'm walking around the edges of the room.
Yeah.
Just so I'm not in the center. Not everyone goes that far.
Right. And
I'm super committed to it. So that's.
I walk in a room, I'm white, but I'm also an anti-Zionist Jew of Ukrainian descent. I'm also a lesbian. I also, identify as a dyke. So like all those things.
So you got a couple more.
But
I don't have to say points, but you have a couple more points.
Right. So you have to be aware.
I have no points.
Well, Well, no, but you have a say. And also, if you're not fighting for reproductive justice as a man, especially as a straight man, that's some work to do, right? Yeah.
I look around this place. There's too many white people.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Too many white.
But a lot of black women who are organizing, and
But
they
then
always
the white people are walking through. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Because the black women set it up, the white people show up.
But this is an elite scenario here.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. It's just like anybody can come, but really, can they? Do they feel like they're welcome?
I don't want to be on camera.
Well, it's great talking to you.
All right. Yeah, you too.
Thank
Take
you.
it easy.
Thank you. Yeah.
We'll do the shake thing.
Well,
Are
yeah,
we not
because
supposed
with the mask, I don't want to.
All right, we'll do that.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll do that.
Yeah.
All right. Take care.
Okay. All right.
That was a great discussion. We seem to be on the same page. Left on good terms. And I was excited to walk around the convention, talk to many more people, many of them also wearing pink hair and COVID masks. But unfortunately, after talking to one person and having a completely civil and intelligent conversation, you just saw it, and even, dare I say, becoming best friends, I was nonetheless reported to security and escorted from the building and told that I'm banned for the rest of the week just because of that conversation.
So I've been requested to escort you out and ask you to leave. Okay. And in the process, we're going to need your wristbands back as well.
Why are they kicking me out?
The people running the event is requesting that. So this is a event run by the organization, and they want you out.
Oh, they didn't give a reason?
What's that?
They didn't give a reason?
They don't need to give me a reason.
All right. I wasn't causing a scene. I was being very friendly.
I understand. Anything you want to say part of the escort? All right. Cool. Let's go head escort them out.
I got the T-shirt for the event.
I understand.
So, all right.
You have to leave the premises, and we also need your wristbands back too.
So we're able to come back tomorrow, or is this a one-day thing? I'm going to defund the police until they're calling the police, huh?
All right, guys. They're requesting you don't come back for the rest of the week at this location, all right?
For the whole week?
The whole week.
And they didn't say what I did wrong?
They don't need to. All right. Have a good day. Please don't come back.
Have a good day. Please don't come back. What did I do to deserve that treatment? I came to learn, grow as a person and an ally. Instead, I was thrown out into the cold. And why did they treat me like that? What did I do wrong? What were they trying to tell me? You know, they said, please don't come back. But I knew that there must be a deeper message. I thought about it, and I realized that don't come back must have meant don't go back to who you were before. Don't become your old self again. You know, they weren't saying don't come back physically to the convention. They were speaking metaphorically, poetically. I realized. So later that night, I did go back. Only this time, I had learned a valuable lesson. If you want to be welcomed in left-wing spaces, it's important to not talk to anyone or express any point of view at all at any point. And I knew that everything would be fine if I just walked on the convention floor and blended in with the crowd. In fact, you can see here in the footage that I'm not causing any trouble. I'm not talking to anyone. I'm not creating a scene. I'm walking around, sitting, listening, applauding. Everything was fine. Everything was going well. But then, as I was venturing around and taking in the sights, I may have accidentally, entirely unintentionally, through no fault of my own, stumbled right into the middle of a CNN interview with Senator Chuck Schumer. Watch.
Work with all kinds of people, and she was effective in getting things done. One of the things she pushed, which we succeeded in, was $35 insulin for senior citizens. Now we're going to get it for everybody.
What's your response when Trump takes credit of that?
Trump takes credit for so many things he doesn't do and gets the blame for a lot of things he does do. He's lost his bearings, as we can see, day by day.
Senator Chuck Schumer, I know you've got a lot to do on the convention floor. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us.
Great to see you.
Anderson, back to you.
Okay, well, thanks very much. Scott, I interrupted you.
So I know you might see me walking in the direction of the live shot, plodding right through it, staring at the camera, then turning around and walking back in the same direction, and then turning around and walking through the shot again for a third time. And you see that, and you think that this was some ridiculous, immature, intentional attempt to photobomb Chuck Schumer. And frankly, I'm offended by the mere suggestion. First of all, I'm in the media. I'm a professional. Okay, I would never photobomb anyone. Second, once again, I'm there to learn. Third, I've never been on the convention floor before. I didn't know where I was. I was confused. I didn't know where to go. Okay, so that was happening there. Now, regardless, this clip made its way to Twitter, and next thing you know, other people on the convention floor were taking pictures and posting angrily about my presence. A reporter from Bulwark approached and asked if I was Matt Walsh, and he recounts this exchange in an article on the site. Quote, Walsh regularly dons a similar disguise to film gotcha moments for his documentaries lampooning progressives. For that reason, it wasn't difficult to recognize him, even on the crowded convention floor. I asked him if he was Matt Walsh. No, I'm not, he said after a wide-eyed look. When I followed up with, I know it's you, he replied, that man is dead. I'm a new man now. Now, I can confirm that that is an accurate quote, and it was true. I was a new man. The security guard told me not to go back to my old ways, to change myself, to be transformed. He didn't say that exactly, but that was his point, right? That's what he was trying to say, and so I took it to heart. Nonetheless, next thing you know, I was trending on Twitter on a night that was supposed to be Michelle and Barack's big night, which is really embarrassing for me. And lots of angry tweets were posted, like this one. Fam, Matt Walsh is at the Dem convention posing as a delegate. Do not talk to him. Call him out. Tell security if you can. Please reshare to spread the word. Hate monger, fake, loser. Now, there were hundreds of other tweets along these lines, and the Democrats were frantically warning each other about me. They were on the lookout. My man bun was suddenly like the dorsal fin in Jaws. I was the monster from the deep, swimming through the crowd of people. And they were on edge. They were nervous. They were very unhappy to have me there. And the outrage continued on social media long into the night, well after the event had concluded for the evening. And I have to tell you that I don't usually get this vulnerable on the show, but I left that night feeling defeated. All I wanted to do was learn and evolve and become a better ally. I didn't want any attention. It's the last thing that I wanted. And I didn't want to cause any problems. Again, I certainly didn't want to draw attention to myself, or least of all my movie, Am I Racist, premiering September 13th. Tickets on sale at amiracist.com. So I didn't sleep much that night. I was tossing and turning, struggling with feelings of rejection. Would I ever be accepted as an ally? Would these people ever welcome me into their fold? That's what I was asking myself. Well, the next morning, I knew what I had to do. I'd already been kicked out and banned from the premises once. I'd been caught accidentally on national TV. I was trending. People were angry. They didn't want me there. That was clear. And I was going to respect that. I was not going to go back to the convention. So instead, my whole team went back. And they dressed in Kamala Harris gear, got new wristbands because the old ones had been confiscated by security, and spent the afternoon handing out hundreds of flyers to the people at the convention. I knew that I couldn't be there in person, but I still needed to get the message out. That's how committed I was. I needed to warn the convention attendees about the radical Project 2025 agenda. They might not welcome me, but I still care about them. I am concerned for their safety. So I had to let them know the truth about Project 2025 one way or another. Now, I had been able to hand out a bunch of the cards myself, as you can see here, the day before, but I wanted my team to pass out hundreds more. I said, go and get these hundreds of them, get them circulating all throughout the entire convention. Get a card in every person's hand. That's how important this is. And the cards all had a simple message, which was visit project2025.com to learn the truth about Trump's radical plans for America. In fact, one of my producers, Ben, who also appears in the movie, Am I Racist, premiering September 13th, had a chance to give a card to Don Lemon and was even interviewed about the website by Don. Watch.
2025.com and learn a little bit more about Trump's absolutely radical agenda.
This is what we're asking people about. You can't comment.
No, but if you go to that website, you'll find out a lot more. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now, I want you all to go to project2025.com yourself to read all of this important information. But for your edification, I'll tell you what's on the site. And you can see it here. It's beautifully designed. This is cutting-edge graphic design, the most beautiful website that you'd ever find in 1997. And right in the middle of the page is a trailer for my new film, Am I Racist?, premiering September 13th. From there, you can click a link to find out about our next meeting, which takes you to a page to buy tickets for the film. If you click where it says make a DEI-ference, it will also take you to a page to buy tickets. Most of the links actually just take you to a page to buy tickets. Although, if you click the audio link on the site, it takes you here. Sorry, I don't know what that was. That's some sort of mistake. That's a technical. That's supposed to also be a page to buy tickets. I don't know why that's there. Anyway, you get the idea. It's all there, and it all promotes my movie. And you might argue that this has nothing to do with Project 2025, but I would disagree, because the best way to fight Project 2025, whatever the hell it is to see my movie, Am I Racist?, premiering September 13th. So my journey at the DNC may have been rough at certain points. There were some speed bumps along the way, as there always is when you're learning. But in the end, I think we all came to understand each other. We grew together. We became better people. And now I know one simple truth, and it's the same truth that everyone at the DNC now knows too, that Am I Racist premieres September 13th, and tickets are on sale at amирacist.com or project2025.com. Hey, YouTube, thanks for listening to the show. If you'd like access to my full show with no ads, you should go to dailywire.com and use promo code Walsh to get 2 months free on all annual plans. See you there.